Welcome to the Everything Podcast, and in this episode, I'm going to be reviewing Season 1, Episode 5 of Doctor Who, titled Dr. Bubble, before I get to the cast list for Dr. Bubble, as well as my review. And at the end of the episode, I will tell you what's coming up in the next episode as well. So that's what we've got to look forward to. But before all that, it is time for the trailer for Doctor Who, Season 1. Here it is.
Give me the loving!
Where did he come from?
I don't know, he sort of popped up at the right moment. And then he spoke about time travel.
Ruby,
You want to know my secret?
I have the whole universe at my fingertips.
And I'm all on my own. I'd love it if you came with me.
Who are you?
I'm the Doctor. It's called the TARDIS. It's a time and space machine.
Is it safe?
No idea.
What if I change history by stepping on a butterfly?
Well, that's not gonna happen, is it?
Oh, what's wrong?
With all my adventures, never seen anything like this before.
Oh my Bridgerton! This place is completely mad.
Things seem to be turning more and more supernatural.
Is that monster?
No, don't be silly. There's no such thing as monsters. It's just creatures you haven't met yet. There are powers beyond the universe, so vast. The whole world could slide into the pit. This is what we're trying to stop.
I'm still in Mom. I need to know she'll be okay. You'll keep her safe?
I will keep her safe. I promise.
It's taken me all this time to realize what I'm here to do. I'm gonna save the world.
Everything is possible. Everything is possible.
Time may change me, but I can't trace time.
Was the trailer for Doctor Who. So yes, coming up next will be, or now actually, will be me reviewing Dot and Bubble. But before I get there, I would just like to apologise for my voice during the non-animated episode that released yesterday. But I'm recording it on the same day, but it's all like normal podcast timing stuff. Yes, for some reason, when I was speaking, it just wasn't coming out as like it normally does, like it is now. So yes, I apologise for that. But coming up next is the cast list for Dr. Bubble, which as follows. So obviously we have the Doctor played by Ncuti Gatwa and Ruby Sunday played by Millie Gibson. Obviously they're in every episode of season 1 in varying degrees, as proven in Dot and Bubble and 73 Yards, especially when it comes to Ncuti Gatwa's Doctor. We also have Lindy Pepperbean played by Kelly Cook, Ricky September played by Tom Rhys-Harris, Cooper Mercy played by Il Lone, Harry Tendency played by Eludus Close Squire. We have Hughie Pie player Neve Lynch, Valerie Nook played by Millie Kent, Blake Very Blue played by Briley Bradshaw. Yes, there's a lot of beats there. Gothic Paul played by Pete McHale, Dr. P played by Max Boast, the Rotterdam twins played by Eloise and Olivia Bennett. The Weatherman Will was played by Jack Forsyth Noble. Alan K. Sullivan is played by Milo Callahan. Penny Pepperbean is played by Susan Twist, actor who has been in every single episode of Doctor Who Season 1 plus Wildly Under the second and middle 60th anniversary special, as well as the Christmas or the 2023 Christmas special, The Church on Ruby Road. And we also have Susie Pentecost played by Ellie Grace Cashin, and Brewster Cavendish played by Jamie Barnard. Barnard, who is the surname of Andrew Barnard, who played Roger William in 73 Yards, which my review for that is already on the channel, so go check that out. The writer of Dr. Bubble is Russell T Davies, and the director is Dylan Holmes Williams. You will notice that both Russell and Dylan respectively wrote and directed 73 yards as well. So yes, synopsis for this episode is: the world of Fine Time seems happy and harmonious, but an awful terror is preying on the citizens. Can the Doctor and Ruby make them see the truth before it's too late? This Dot Bubble was released on the 1st of June 2024 at 12 a.m. GMT. My opinion is I love seeing the return of the title sequence following there being no title sequence in 73 yards, because spoiler alert, you probably watched it already, either my review or the episode. The Doctor's barely in it. So that's probably why. And I enjoyed seeing the Doctor Ruby in virtual form, and I like seeing the Doctor still wanting to help Lindy even after she called him different to them. So yes, but without further ado, here's my review for Dr. Bubble. After my review, I'll be talking about what's coming up on the channel in the near future. Lindy wakes up and activates her Dot and Bubble and sees what all of her virtual friends have been up to. Lindy is unable to connect even with one of her virtual friends. Paul mentions to Lindy about multiple missing virtual friends. Lindy's Dot gives Lindy instructions to follow, including when to stand up and when to go to the toilet. The Doctor warns Lindy. Lindy blocks the Doctor. A slug appears. We then have the title sequence. Lindy's Dot also tells Lindy where to walk. Lindy can use her bubble when walking. Someone is killed without Lindy knowing about it. Lindy arrives at work. Paul warns Lindy about more missing people. Ruby introduces herself to Lindy. Lindy calls Ruby stupid multiple times. Every person on Fine Time works 2 hours a day every day. Lindy tells Ruby the name of her work colleagues. Gothic Paul continues to warn Lindy about missing people. Lindy, with some assistance from Ruby, learns that all of her work colleagues are missing. Lindy reluctantly does what Ruby asks her to. Multiple times. Lindy sees one of the slugs. Lindy also listens to Ruby regarding deactivating both her Dot and Bubble. Lindy tries to calm herself down after seeing one of the slugs eating someone. Ruby introduces the Doctor to Lindy. The Doctor and Ruby disagree over what to and what not to tell Lindy about her current situation. Lindy is unable to walk correctly without her Dot and Bubble. Lindy tells Ruby and the Doctor about this. Lindy walks with some assistance from her Dot and Bubble. Lindy narrowly avoids being eaten by one of the slugs. Lindy is unable to get in touch with the police force. Ruby promises Lindy that the Doctor and she will save her. Doctor and her will save her, I think. Yes, I don't think the Doctor and she is perfect English, but never mind. The Doctor apologises to Lindy. Lindy tells Ruby and the Doctor what she is seeing. Lindy, with help from her Dot and Bubble, yes, well, that sentence doesn't make sense again. Lindy, with help from her Dot and Bubble, finds somewhere to hide from the slugs. Lindy explains the forbidden section of Fine Time to the Doctor Ruby. Lindy explains what Fine Time is to Ruby and the Doctor. Within this explanation, Lindy tells the Doctor and Ruby only rich people aged between 17 and 27 are allowed to attend Fine Time. Ruby compares Fine Time to Love Island, which is a TV show. There's different versions of it as well. Ruby and the Doctor recognise the face of Lindy's mother. Lindy believes that the Doctor and Ruby is not telling her that they are currently in the same room as a conspiracy theory. The Doctor showcases his sonic screwdriver to Lindy. Lindy refers to Ruby and the Doctor as criminals. Lindy's best friend is also missing. Gothic Paul is eaten by one of the slugs. Lindy asks her virtual friends to listen to the Doctor. Lindy's Dot and Bubble runs out of charge. Lindy blames the Doctor and Ruby for this. Lindy headbutts a lamppost. Lindy survives being eaten by multiple slugs with some help from Ricky. Lindy and Ricky hug. This is Lindy's first ever hug. Ricky asks Lindy if it's okay that he holds her hand. Lindy is impressed at Ricky's walking ability. Ricky distracts Lindy from getting scared by the slugs. Lindy recharges her Dot and Bubble. Ricky learns that there is no one still alive on the homeworld. Ricky lies to Lindy about this. Ricky and Lindy find an escape path. This path is the one suggested by Ruby and the Doctor. Lindy and Ricky have never been paid with money. The Doctor and Ruby fancy Ricky. The Doctor calls Ricky smart. Ruby calls the Doctor a heartstopper. The Doctor informs Ruby, Ricky, and Lindy that the slugs are eating people in alphabetical order. Lindy is the next person to be eaten by the slugs. Ricky calms down Lindy. Lindy's Dot attacks her and Ricky. Lindy gets her Dot to kill Ricky so she can escape and live. Lindy meets Doctor and Ruby in real life. Lindy reunites with one of her friends. Lindy lies to Ruby and the Doctor about the circumstances surrounding Ricky's death. Lindy thanks the Doctor and Ruby for the help. Lindy is introduced to a man who knows her. Lindy is informed of no one still being alive on the homeworld. The Doctor offers to help the remaining people on Fine Time. Lindy refuses to let the Doctor help her and the other people still alive on Fine Time due to a perception of him being different. The man who knew who Lindy was believes too much interaction with the Doctor is contamination. The Doctor yells, laughs, and gets angry, and the episode finishes off with a trailer for Season 1, Episode 6 of Doctor Who, titled Rogue. So that's my review for Season 1, Episode 5 of Doctor Who, titled Doctor Bubble. So yes, the trailer for Rogue is a good segue. So obviously my next Doctor Who review, or the next Doctor Who episode that you will see will be the preview for Rogue, but I've already recorded that, as becomes clear, because I mention it in all of the previews for all the remaining previews for Doctor Who Season 1. So yes, but the next episode you're going to see, which is going to be released, if you're watching this when this is being released, it's just over an hour away, but it is 8:30 a.m. GMT on whenever this is released. So yes, that is why that's the way it is. So yes, the neighbor. So the next episode, I don't know if I actually said what it is. So the next episode will be me reviewing the 22nd of January 2024 episode of Neighbours. So let me know what you thought about Dot and Bubble if you watched it. My review, if you didn't, you can put both your thoughts in the comments below. And also in the comments, remember, you can put anything you would like me to cover. So it could be a TV show or a movie session or something completely different. Like, for example, someone I can't remember who has asked me to review some 1990s Marvel comics, which I am just before I recorded this episode. I was looking to see which comics I was going to do for that. So anything like that. It could be anything. It could be a book. It could be anything you want me to read. It could be the newspaper article if you want. But yes, so let me know. Oh, yes, you can put those in the comments below. And remember, you can also like, comment, and subscribe. And that's it for this episode of the Everything Podcast. Goodbye.